Hello and welcome to a new video here on the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, you can do that right now, and if you like my videos, I'd be delighted to receive your thumbs up. But now on to today's topic, namely how exactly earthing works with the Diamond Shield Zapper. I made a video about earthing a long time ago, which I'll link above, but there are still a lot of questions about it, mainly about how exactly it works with the zapper. And I'd like to answer these questions, of course. If the term earthing doesn't mean anything to you now, I can summarize it again very quickly. Earthing, also known as grounding, means having direct skin contact with the Earth's surface to benefit from the Earth's natural electric charges. This is because the Earth is a rich source of negatively charged electrons, which act as antioxidants and can help reduce the damaging effects of free radicals in the body. Free radicals can damage cell membranes, proteins, lipids and even DNA, which can contribute to inflammation, premature aging and various diseases. To counteract this whole process and neutralize the free radicals, antioxidant measures are important. For example, certain foods that contain many antioxidants, such as green tea, berries, green leafy vegetables, dark chocolate, to name a few. Vitamin C and E are also known to most as antioxidants, but contact with the Earth's surface also leads to this antioxidant effect. An imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants can lead to oxidative stress, which has been linked to various health problems, including heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and other age-related diseases. So, how does earthing work with the Diamond Shield Zapper? You may have noticed the letters IE in connection with the zapper and wondered what it actually means. IE is the abbreviation for impulse discharge, and this causes the charges released from the body during zapping to be discharged into the ground, and the grounding contact also grounds the body. That means the body is charged with negatively charged electrons. The device emits a pulse for a few seconds and then automatically switches to earthing before the next pulse is emitted. And the Diamond Shield Zapper is the only zapper on the market that uses this patented pulse discharge in all three models. How does it work? It happens via this earthing plug, which is connected to the socket. And the question always arises as to whether this is dangerous. No, it's not, because you can see here that it's not a normal plug, but that the two pins are made of plastic. Only these two side contacts are made of metal, because they are then connected to the ground wire in the socket, which is the intention. However, it is not recommended to use earthing during a thunderstorm, especially if it's directly above you. Next question. Is there a special earthing program for the zapper? No, there's not. Whenever you have the zapper connected to your body, regardless of the electrodes, means cuffs, adhesive electrodes, silver electrodes, and so on, you are earthed at the same time. Does the zapper have to be switched on for earthing? No, it doesn't have to be. As long as the earthing plug is connected to the socket, earthing takes place. Another question. If the fractal enhancer is connected to the zapper, does this affect the earthing? No, it doesn't. The fractal enhancer can remain connected to the device as usual, even if you only want to earth yourself. The crystal program uses the abdominal belt, so the question is often whether this can be used for earthing. Theoretically, yes, but with the crystal program you do not generally need the earthing, because the low voltage used means that there is no additional charge in the body. This means that you can move freely while you are using the crystal program. Therapists recommend staying earthed for at least 50 minutes after a zapper treatment, and people often ask whether this is absolutely necessary or whether it is possible to split up this time. So basically, you don't have to do anything, it's just a recommendation that has proven itself to significantly optimize a zapper application. We are all electrically charged from the ground up, which has to do with the way we live today. Zapping, especially for longer periods of time and at higher voltages, can lead to an additional charge, and this in turn can mean that the application is not very effective or that you don't feel good afterwards. As far as I know, other zappers do not have this patented pulse discharge built in, but since naturopath Baklayan, the developer of the Diamond Shield, is absolutely convinced of the effectiveness of earthing, he has taken it up for the Diamond Shield series because it makes the treatments work more intensively and last longer. From a therapist's point of view, it therefore makes more sense to earth yourself after an application over a longer period than 5 times a day for 10 minutes. Studies have shown that it takes about 30 minutes for the body to begin to absorb the negatively charged electrons and thus neutralize the free radicals in the body. Personally, I think it makes absolute sense to earth yourself as much as possible. You can do this by walking barefoot through damp grass or bathing in natural waters, and salt water is of course particularly effective. But since this is not always possible, you can also use your zapper regardless of the application. This won't work for everyone, but if you have a computer workstation, for example, you can connect to the zapper while you work, which also works via your feet. Some people also use it at night to fall asleep because earthing can also improve sleep and reduce pain. And if you already have problems with it anyway, then see if you notice a positive change if you also remove all sources of electricity from around your sleeping area. Alternatively, there are also earthing mats or sheets, which you can check out on the internet. Another important thing is that if you use the zapper and want to use it for earthing, it is essential to test the sockets in the house with a socket tester so that you can be sure that the earthing cable has been installed correctly. This is also included in the scope of delivery. I hope I haven't forgotten anything, but if you still have a question, please write it in the comments. In the info box below the video, you will also find affiliate links with 5% on all your orders. I look forward to seeing you again, and until then, I wish you all the best.